Welcome to Beyond Psychology, mother-daughter duo. Joey Williams is a 30-year mental health professional, and Serraphine is a mystic that goes into the matters of the heart. So welcome. Well, hello, everyone. I am Joanne Williams, and my friends call me Joey, and I'm so excited to share this radio show with you, to share some strategies from my 30 years as a licensed mental health professional and meet my daughter, Sarah.
Hello, everyone.
Today's show is for you to meet us and have a deeper understanding of who we are and how we got here and why we want to share more of our personal journey for a new voice and that we feel needs to be heard in these uncertain times. I wanted to do this show with my daughter, Sarah, because she has expanded her work to connect with her clients on a much deeper spiritual and mystical level, where mine is more psychological. And so we're very different in that. I'm more science, she's more spirit. And I have been a meditator for about 32 years and understand how energy from our heart, not our minds, is the real conduit between the mind, emotions, and the body and spirit. We need all of these components to feel connected, to feel whole and complete, really to be our best self.
Well, hello, everyone. So as Joey mentioned, I am a spiritual healer and work with clients to help them connect with their spirit within. And in this radio segment, I really want to show you simple ways to quiet your mind, feel grounded, and connect with yourself.
Yes. Our intention with this show is really to share both inner and outer life strategies to live more, so you can live a more fulfilling life without fears and anxieties getting in your way, so you really can enjoy life more. In today's show, I will share some strategies that I have found that has had miraculous results with my counseling clients. And Sarah's going to do a guided meditation to increase your inner awareness. And each show, we are going to share some tools or strategies that you can take into your day to expand your understanding of ways to feel happier in relationships, deeper understanding of your life purpose, or maybe how you relate to the world. So I will tell you a little bit about myself first. And after a neglectful start to my life and living with alcoholism and drug abuse around me, and part of this life includes living on an island off the coast of Maine where Sarah was born. And I chose to figure out how to live a healthier, happier life for me and my family. But I had to ask for help because I was drowning with no direction or understanding how to grow healthier, as you know, to be a better example for my kids and myself. I got that emotional help from a counselor as I was going through a divorce with Sarah's dad. That is when I knew for sure that counseling was one of my life purposes that I wanted to develop more. So I went back to school, I got my master's degree, and I've really enjoyed this career for 30 years. While I was in school, though, I found a meditation group, Sahaja Yoga, that taught me about chakras and how to use energy for clearing out emotional blocks and really how to relax. And I have used really successful techniques that work beyond talk therapy in my counseling practice, Next Generation Psychology, using energy medicine. Some of you might be familiar with, like emotional freedom technique or EFT, tapping on acupressure points to relieve blocked energy that work really, really well. But I wanted to do this radio show with Sarah to share and interject as much good energy into your day and into the world that I've learned along the way, especially because I am finding right now with my counseling clients that way too many of them are really feeling down and have increased anxiety with uncertainty. that I want to now offer to bring you ways to feel more confident and feel better about yourself because you're awesome just the way you are. And then I hope you can share this confidence that I hope we help you build to bring a stronger light into the world. So that's my story. Sarah, please share and tell us more about you and why do you want to do this show?
Sure. So I began meditating when I was a child. I was actually about 12 years old. And I appreciate the stillness that it has created within me. Thinking about it, I have also been meditating for 30 years, which is the majority of my life. By connecting with my own energetic self at a young age, I was really able to shape who I am and my understanding of the world. So when I was a child and my mother began meditating, I really jumped into learning how to meditate, about chakras, about energy flow, and I could feel energy in my hands. I could see it flowing in the body. I could also see blocks within myself and within other people. I could also see ghosts and angels around me in normal life. And not that these are related, but by working with other people's chakras and identifying blocks and energies within them, it really gave me a sense of validation in what I was feeling and perceiving energetically was accurate. I felt like I could help people with this gifts. However, I did hide many parts of myself because I didn't feel it was socially acceptable to talk about seeing ghosts or hearing ghosts. However, I could talk about chakras and energy flow, and that was a bit more acceptable. So that was a bit more of an outlet for me. So when I moved into my adult life, I still wanted to understand and have a greater connection with my soul and spirit. And it was really when I turned 30 that I started to have a calling of figuring out who I am and who I am meant to be. And part of that was embracing the portion of myself that saw and experienced the world in a different way and different than other people, and being okay with sharing that side of me. I started learning Reiki and 21st century shamanism and light language. And each of these helped me move inward and create a connection with who I am and also how I see the world. Now I work with clients to help them explore their past, present, and future, and to see what energies they hold and thought forms that are no longer serving them and really are keeping them held back from happiness in their life. We also look at, who do they want to become and how do they energetically move into that version of themselves. So all of these techniques helped me when working with clients to move deeper into releasing fears, blocks, and inviting in joy, happiness, and purpose into their lives. I use simple techniques to explore thought forms and patterns, and by doing guided meditations, we can release what is no longer serving them. And we can also invite in what they want in their lives. Possibly they're wanting a deeper connection with a spouse, family, friendships, work-life balance, forgiveness, or even, happiness. By allowing yourself to be present, quieting the mind, and connecting inward, then you're allowing a new understanding of yourself. So I invite you to experience these gentle exercises to open a deeper connection with yourself and to your spirit.
Mm, I love it. And I get it. Sarah, especially I was just in a seminar with Karen Herrick. She's a psychologist, and she was explaining how about 30 to 50% of the population is finally admitting that they have had or seen paranormal experiences or what she called mystic experience, but never spoke to anybody about having them. And I really do think it's time that we just talk about this and normalize it and really understand it on a different level.
Yeah, once I started speaking about my experiences, I was shocked at how many people had also experienced paranormal experience activity, and just how common it was. And just we just don't talk about it.
And I do think it's just we are afraid of being judged or looked at as crazy or, odd. And where if we just shared that with somebody, you'd find out, oh my gosh, you've had that experience also, and you'll hear it. So I want to encourage people out there. Have you heard or seen things that you kind of questioned and you knew you saw it or felt it, but you never dared to talk about it? So maybe find a friend you can talk to about this, because I think it's important we start sharing this.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's also a feeling and a
Mm,
knowingness, which you don't allow yourself to trust. And so most people, that's how they experience paranormal activity. And yet you can dismiss that. That's an
mm.
easy dismissal. So I think trusting yourself and getting to know yourself and knowing you're true.
Yeah, I agree. I love it. In the same seminar with Karen, she also trained us on understanding about the vagus nerve, and that's VAGUS. And she was talking about how this vagus nerve tells the brain 80% of what is happening in your body. Do you hear that? The vagus nerve tells your brain 80% of what is happening. This is so important for all of us to understand. And that's why I want to bring it to your attention right now. They actually called it the mysterious network of nerves that quiets pain and stress. And they're looking at it may even defeat disease. And this nerve, which is one of our longest and largest, and it runs all the way from our gut to our brain, and it has these tentacles that kind of wrap around every single organ in our body. And other scientists found in 2019 that doing this, what I have found a miracle breathing technique, actually stimulates the vagus nerve. And then that vagus nerve sends out a calming chemical into your body to immediately calm you. One of the other things they called it is the vagus nerve is the key to calmness and wellness. Because think about how stress relates through all of your body. And if we could calm that, that would help us to move more towards wellness. So I really want to share this breathing technique with you. They called it the 4 and 8 breathing technique. And the experts have linked this activity when you do this breathing technique to changes in people to help them with migraine headaches, inflammatory bowel disease like IBS, depression, epilepsy, arthritis. And the more science learns about this nerve, the more it seems like a better understanding of what the vagus nerve's function could actually unlock new doors to treating all manners of human suffering, they said. And these are the medical conditions that are related to the vagus nerve from this article by Alan Traponis. But he found, again, in medical research, this isn't just somebody made this up here, that it can actually cool down inflammation in your body, strengthen memory, and the vagus nerve controls your heart rate. And it can send out this chill hormone, acetylcholine, when we do this breathing technique that we're going to do. It can better regulate your sugar regulation, decrease risk of stroke and cardiovascular disease, biggest killers, and generally can lower blood pressure, which is good for you all the way around. It can add to better digestion, fewer migraines, less depression, and less anxiety. And they can naturally now deal with stress better when you have less anxiety. So we're going to practice this now because I really want you guys to feel this. I have been doing this with every single client that I talk to every day, and 100% of them feel something. And I'll go through some of the other things they feel, but I want you to notice before we do this, how, what your body feels like before we do it. And then afterwards, And it's so simple. And I'm going to do this breathing technique with you. We're going to do 5 rounds of breathing in through your nose to the count of 4 and breathing out through your mouth to the count of 8. So that is it. And we'll probably do this for 1 minute. Okay. You can do this when you're driving. You could do this anywhere, anytime, but I want you to just notice first how you feel. And then breathe in through your nose to the count of 4, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. 6, 7, 8. And now just kind of notice, how do you feel after you have done this? I always feel like afterwards the way I speak slows down. I can a lot of times just feel my shoulders kind of relax or my back relax. A lot of clients will say they feel more clarity in their mind. What do you feel? What do you feel, Sarah?
Yeah, there's definitely clarity in my mind, but also just
Good.
that, I mean, the tightness in your chest of doing something new and being on here just lessens. And yeah, there's just a calmness.
Yeah. So this is a key to calmness, everyone. So practice this. What the research showed was doing it 3 times a day for 2 minutes. We might have done it for 1 minute, 3 times a day, maybe morning and at lunch or at a meeting. You could breathe in through your nose. Nobody's going to notice. As you breathe out through your mouth, you can do this anywhere, or maybe before you go to bed. Another thing they did find was can help you sleep better. So great. Everybody, please share us, tell us more about how it helps you too. And so Sarah's going to share next with us more about intentions and how to create a powerful intention.
So now that you are relaxed, let's talk about the power of intentions. An intention is as simple as a focus of thought, of focusing your thoughts to mindfully create something in your life. So an affirmation would be an example of a type of intention. However, we want to take this one step farther than that. So today I would like to make an intention of bringing gratitude into your life. Gratitude is a very powerful intention and emotion. We all have things that we can be grateful for in our lives. And so I want to share a personal story of how gratitude really changed my life. And it also helped bring me to where I am today. It had a huge impact on my personal happiness and also my relationships. So I had a set of twins when my oldest son was 18 months old. So I had 3 toddlers who were all rambunctious little men, and I was really overwhelmed. I felt trapped in my life. I really turned my frustration to my husband, and it was because he got to leave the house and go to work every day, and he got to speak with adults. And so I was really struggling at that time, just feeling very trapped. And I remember crying at the kitchen table kitchen sink doing dishes. And an angel came to me and told me to focus on gratitude. I began to shift my focus from what was going on to what was going right in my life. And, I was saying simple things like I had a roof over my head, I have food on my table, my children are healthy, I have a husband who works hard and provides for his family and loves us deeply. And I started saying 5 things I was grateful for before I went to bed and first thing when I woke up. And then each time I could feel myself getting frustrated, I would say 5 things that I was grateful for. And I started to mindfully change the thought patterns that I was having. I didn't change the situation I was in. However, I did change my perception of my situation, and that dramatically shifted my happiness. So I would like you to find 5 things that you're grateful for at this moment. So 5 things that I am grateful for are my family, my mother, my health, this opportunity, and the ability to share this message with you and how far our society has come that I can speak openly about this. And for you, it could be, the sun is shining, my body is healthy, I love my children, my feet can take me places, I enjoy my job, I have a friend. It can really start simple and expand once you get the hang of it. And really, the more time you spend focusing on gratitude, the more you will feel the shift inside of you and appreciate your daily life. The change won't happen overnight, but you will be surprised at how quickly things will start to change for you. So I invite you to create an intention at this moment around gratitude and ways to bring gratitude into your life. Possibly it's saying 5 things that you're grateful for before you go to bed. Possibly it's recognizing the positive people in your life, starting a gratitude journal, even if it's just for this week. Now that you have recognized things that you are grateful for, I really want you to go into the feeling of gratitude. So to truly make a change, you need to move into the emotion of gratitude and not just saying the words. So if possible, I would like you to close your eyes. And if you're driving, please wait to do this until you're in a safe place. But I want you to drop into your heart space and take a couple deep breaths. And I want you to say the 5 things that you are grateful for and feel the emotion of gratitude. And this might take a bit of practice. And as you say the words, I want you to feel the safety and security. I want you to feel the happiness that these thoughts bring and feel the gratitude that they're a part of your life. So once you are able to connect to the emotion of gratitude, this is where true intention and affirmations work. So to connect to the feeling within yourself and allow the feelings of joy, happiness, safety, and gratitude, flow within you. So my intention of gratitude is to find 10 things today that I am grateful for and to thank the people in my life that contribute to my happiness. Mom, how about you? What is your?
Oh, that's so beautiful. And I hope everybody can really feel even what we're saying, because I think that's where this has got to go, to take it out of just saying words, like Sarah says, to feel it in your heart. My intention is just of feeling so grateful for this opportunity to share this part of what we've learned in our lives with you, to make your life just a little bit easier. And I am so grateful that I actually get to do this kind of work every single day with clients. I get to watch their transformation. And that brings me so much joy and happiness, really, to be a part of their flow. So that is my intention, is to stay in this flow every single day, to feel gratitude, to really appreciate everything, every single solitary thing that comes into my life. Even if it seems bad in the moment, it's still, I know for sure, there is something good that is happening within that.
Beautiful.
Good. Well, I want to also just share a very interesting study that I found, the benefits of a gratitude journal, that feeling gratitude works. And they even show that even practicing it 3 times a week, they don't even have to do it every day to feel these results. But the study showed significant higher levels of resilience. And that's like bouncing back easier and quicker from stress, lower stress levels, measured by 23% less cortisol, 19% less rates of depression. Depression, everybody. I mean, keeping you overwhelmed or down. You can feel less overwhelmed by just feeling gratitude. How about this one? This one makes you laugh. 25% less intake of dietary fat. 25%
Comfort
less
food.
intake.
Yeah.
Comfort food.
Comfort food.
Yes. How about 10% lower rates of insomnia? I've read one statistic that up to 50% of our population have insomnia. So if you can just, even if you have to lay there, start to feel grateful about what you have in your life. With these amazing stats, just by refocusing or focusing from what you don't have to appreciating what you do have. So please use these techniques we have shared with you today. Yeah, breathe in through your nose to the count of 4 and out through your mouth to the count of 8 for 2 minutes, 3 times a day to make this a habit. So then you can set a new intention of being more grateful. You've got that calmness that you've got anywhere, anytime that you can have, and focus on that calmness and gratitude instead of uncertainty to let go of that anxiety. So thank you for being here with us to share this journey together. So see you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you for listening to Beyond Psychology. You can see more at anxietysimplified.com for more on how to conquer your panic attacks or how you can be certified to have a psychiatric service dog to fly with you and go everywhere with you, or for sessions on your life purpose. Go to Serraphine.com.